Hello everyone and welcome to another episode of Peralta's Played. We are back for episode 5, I believe at this point, and we're looking at the month of September. Now, I didn't play a lot of new games during the month of September. We were trying to clear out the backlog a little bit more. You guys are going to see this here in a second. But yeah, I think we've done a good bit of work on a few games that we've been playing, and there's a few things in the pipeline, and we're going to talk about it today. So, first off, since the August Peralta's Played, we have finished God of War. I really enjoyed the God of War series. I've talked about it numerous times, but we have finished God of War Ragnarok and thus basically gotten ourselves up to speed for any new games that might release down the line. And I've got to be honest, I've been thinking about it. I kind of almost want to play... I have played the Greek trilogy on stream, but I want to kind of... Well, the quadrilogy, if you want to include the prequel one as well. But I want to kind of play them on... like for VODs now. So I've been thinking about that. Obviously not yet, but down the line, I think we might go back and do the Greek ones again, just so that I have a VOD of them. I didn't think I was going to do that, but what I'll probably just do is play them on easy, just so that other people who've kind of come into the community since I played them the first time can kind of enjoy the story with me. So it probably wouldn't be like a difficulty challenge or anything. It's just going to be going through and kind of enjoying the story again, and kind of getting a new sense of Kratos through the lens of where he comes to, knowing where he came from, if that makes sense. So, but really enjoyed the end of the game. I desperately want them to announce a sequel now. I'm up to date, guys. Usually when I finish a series, this is held true for a lot of different games. When I finish a series or finish a game, the next one's announced. It happened with Ghost of Tsushima. It happened with another series. I can't remember off the top of my head, but typically when I finish them, another game for the series is announced. So, hoping God of War, whatever next is up on the list, comes soon. Really hoping for that. As well as that, we've been playing some Back 4 Blood. Now, I believe we started back... Yeah, we did. We started Back 4 Blood the month before, in August, just the back end of August. We have now finished Back 4 Blood. As you guys can see here, we have a few different... pretty much that took up a lot of our videos for the month. So we're trying to get back into, as you can see, we've done a lot of Late to the Party because of that, but it was still a little bit of a disparity between Late to the Party and Pride of Game Pass. I've done a lot of Game Pass stuff recently. We're on episode 62 there, we're on episode 50 over here, so I need to sort of late to the party up a little bit more. I will say Tata did redeem the other week on stream Shadow of Mordor, so we're probably going to play a little bit of that at the very least. I do want to play those games fully, but we're going to be playing a little bit of it soon for an episode at the very least. Yep, so there's that. I enjoyed that. Don't get me wrong, not the most story-driven game, but playing it with Tata, Nate, Lily was really fun. And we're thinking already about playing some similar games in the future, so that's potentially an option. Yay, more Bioshock and Hollow Knight. Yeah, well, they're definitely on the list. We've been updated. Oh, Shadow of Mordor and Shadow of War, amazing. I've watched stuff about them for years, and I've never actually went and played them fully. And I love Lord of the Rings, so it's just a weird thing that I've just never completed. So yeah, it's a hope that maybe this time thanks to Tata, we might get through it. Then what did we do? What else do I want to talk about? We'll come back to Peralta's takes because I think that's a cool thing to talk about in a bit. We've done a little bit more Baldur's Gate. We have dropped Baldur's Gate for this month a little bit because people have been busy. We're doing some tomorrow. So those watching live, we'll be playing some Baldur's Gate tomorrow. Yorkie, congrats on second. But as well, that's another thing to promote, is that I am now, and I can talk about this is why last week was so quiet, streaming wise, etc. I am now part of the Hero and Hijinks D&D campaign. Woo woo, woo woo. So that's going to be the sort of early afternoon, and then sort of, I think, about 6 p.m. I am starting some Baldur's Gate with Zin, Gagita, and Ash, so keep an eye out for that tomorrow. What am I going to say other than that? Yeah, some more Baldur's Gate coming. Dune had its new chapter 2 release, and Tata and I have been wanting to play a little bit more of this than we have so far. I can download all the episodes and send you them in Google Drive if you want the D&D for YouTube. that's something potentially to think about, Yorkie. I don't know if I want to. I feel like I'd be taking it sort of away from you, in a way. So I kind of almost would rather link to your channel. I'm thinking what I'm going to do is I'm going to do some myself at some point, some smaller little limited things. I'm probably going to link it towards yours. So if you guys aren't aware, I do have a For What It's Nerd channel as well, which is my podcast sort of nerd shit, board game, books, like anything that isn't gaming specific, as in like, that. So what I might do is when I do that, I might drop a little ad, so to speak, into that regards our D&D campaign. But it is worth knowing. Make clips and yeah, shout outs. I think I would kind of almost want to prefer. I'd prefer to do that. I'd prefer for us, if it's collaborative, let's collaborate in the sense of I'll throw people over to your channel, and then obviously hopefully the other way around will happen as well. People will come from watching the Heroes and Hijinks to watching Peralta's Place, or For What It's Nerd, depending on what goes on. But Yorkie, I really appreciate that, and you know what, it takes a really good approach to be, speaking of ads, back in a sec. That's fair. Yeah, sorry about that. I should have hit ad break. That's a very noble thing to suggest. So very appreciative of that. Where were we? June. We were wanting to play more of this main theater we've been playing as we have since the start. It's been out a good few months now, but we keep going back to it. Chapter 2 is released. We're enjoying it. Hey Tater, thank you for the sub to Yorkie. Much appreciated. I don't know why my sub button's not working there. Why is it not coming through? But it should be, but it's not. But we're going to get through some more. Tater and I have said we need to resolve to. I need to get to the end of the game, so to speak. Materia, you didn't have to, but thank you. I'm back. Welcome back, Yorkie. So what I was saying was, it's very noble of you to suggest that, Yorkie. Noble is maybe the wrong word. Modest of you? I didn't look quite the word I'm looking for, but basically, you're a real one. Considerate. Yes, that's a good word. Yeah. You're a real one, Yorkie, but like, I think we'll do it the way of sort of, I'll lead people over to your channel and hopefully people will come in. Fuck off! We're a bash distributor. We don't want cheap followers here. I have good followers. Don't need cheap followers. Yeah, so we're going to play some more Dune soon. Keep an eye out for that. Obviously, these two here, Rivals, Angela, dropped this month for Season 4 of Rivals, and the new map just dropped last night. Not last night, the night before. So we've been playing a little bit of that too. This is now, by the way, very exciting news. This is now my highest earning video. You're too kind. No. It's just the way we wanted to run it. Hopefully we can finish Dune before I go on vacation. When you go on vacation, Tater, this is now my highest earning video, which is crazy to me, because it's just me playing Angela and joking about the fact that I had to restart stream twice. So you never know what's going to happen, guys. The 13th of next month, we can bum rush it. We can do some of that. And when are you back from vacation, Tater? That's another question. As well, we finished Mafia, guys. Lurking, watching Gen V, no, isn't it? Mafia, we finished. And Nate had some strong opinions about Mafia's ending, actually. 23rd, I am off. Sorry. There's a few things going on here, guys. So those watching on YouTube, just deal with the fact that sometimes we're doing this live. So sometimes things change. You're back the 23rd. I have the next whole week off as well. After that, Tater. So, worst case scenario, when you get back, we can bum rush some Dune or something. I don't know. We'll see. Yeah, Mafia. The ending was incredibly Mafia-like. I enjoyed it in the sense of it's a sad ending, but it's an ending that you sit with for a while, and I think this game will sit with me for a little bit. To the point I'm already sort of thinking, and I need to kind of re-up myself on if Mafia, the first Mafia Definitive Edition, is suitable for stream, because I might do that one. I kind of enjoyed playing this one so much. 2 and 3, again, there's still some really, really racially insensitive parts of those games. And again, I know that it's portraying a period. I know that it's sort of, I admire the medium for doing that, if you know what I mean. I don't know if I want it on my channel specifically, but it's like sometimes I feel like I'm Disney, and I know that sounds like a really weird thing to say, but like sometimes I feel like I've got to moderate a little bit what I'm putting on my channel just to make sure it stays within the themes of what I'm doing, if that makes sense. But I don't disagree with those, like the game going that far, if that makes sense. It's not about the game for me. It's about what I want to put on my channel and what I kind of feel comfortable with engaging with on my channel, if that makes sense. You know, there's certain games where they're too, yeah, Disney never does racism. You know what I mean, though? What I'm trying to get at is, like, I'm a little bit more selective game-wise in terms of that. Like, I've wanted to play a Cyberpunk before again, and then I'm like, oh, but there's a lot of, like... And I do want to do it at some point, but I just need to kind of psych myself up to say, no, that's okay for that run of videos, if you know what I mean. Not to any of, to clarify, by the way, none of my videos on my channel, I don't ever mark any of them as suitable for children, because they're not. I swear, like a sailor. You know, you can turn off the naughty view in Cyberpunk if you want to do. Yeah, exactly. But there's definitely things. But like, there's some themes in certain games I'm like, I need to think about a little bit more before I just do them. I don't want to just throw a game out there and do that, especially because I have family members that watch and stuff like that. So there's definitely parts of that matter. And I have work colleagues who know about my videos and stuff. So if I'm sort of, it's a weird one where I'm sort of have to be careful. So that's something that I always have to consider with the content that I'm putting out. So maybe we'll play a Mafia Definitive Edition, because that one I don't remember being too bad, but we shall see on that. Decapitation fine. What? Decapitation fine, Boba? No. You've lost me. Anyway, aside from that, we have, again, that's pretty much the month. We haven't done loads and loads. Halo 2. We started this weekend. Well, not this weekend, this week, sorry. And people have been wanting this since we finished Halo last month, which was, how long ago since we finished Halo? Exactly a month ago. Boba is TikTok code Peralta. I don't know it. I don't know. I don't get it. I don't get it. Anyway, oh, I get it now. I get it now. Don't know why. I don't know why Karlak coming on the screen. Is that Karlak? I don't know why that. There you go. Halo 2. People have been wanting me to play it since I played Halo 1, and this one's way better. I loved Halo 1, but Halo 2 is better. Everything about it. Loving it. Want more. We're going to be playing more soon. Very soon. In fact, I think we're going to be finishing 2 and going straight into 3. That's how excited I am about 2. So keep an eye out for that. Like I say, again, not much new on the channel this month. So yeah, we'll get some more... We'll get some more new stuff started next month, I think. It's just been a month of kind of finishing stuff off. I mean, this month we have probably finished the most amount of games we have in a while. With we finished God of War, we finished Back 4 Blood, we finished Mafia. So that's 4, isn't it? No. Back 4 Blood, God of War, Mafia. 3, sorry. I'm so dumb. I can't count. And then we're halfway through Halo 2 already. Finishing 3 games, killer. Like that's good for me in a month, right? If you're going to count Halo. I mean, no, Halo's probably going to finish before September's out, but I don't want, like, it's like a half point. You know what I mean? It's like, I'm start doing this video, so technically, but like, it's a half point because it hasn't happened yet. So yeah. Excited to finish that. But I will go back and talk about something new that is happening on the channel at the moment, and that is Peralta's Takes. So this is episode 1, episode 2. I've only done 2 so far, but it's a piece of content that I'm going to try and start doing, and I do want to start doing thumbnails. It's just been I've been busy when I was doing the first 2, so I've been trying not to I could just put it out with me on the thumbnail, and it wasn't the end of the world. But essentially, Peralta's Takes is me. I mean, you get it from the title. Story versus gameplay. What's more important? How long should a game really be? Those types of conversations, talking about gaming culture in a little bit more of a way with chat, having a little bit of a back and forth about it. And I think people have really responded to it, if I'm being completely honest. Like, stream-wise, people have really said, hey, yeah, I'm enjoying this. Let's talk about this. Like, and do we come to maybe a conclusive agreement? No. Do we come to somewhat of like a, hey, this is okay and this is okay too? Yeah. And I will say, and I have to be completely honest about this, I sort of slightly stole this idea from Nate, because Nate has started his stream with some questions regarding like what's the rudest someone has ever been to you, and or something like that. I believe, or there was some question like that. It was a more kind of it was a prompt, but it wasn't necessarily a gaming prompt. But Nate definitely inspired this this segment. So Nate streams. Yeah. I know it's hard to believe, but Nate streams. So Nate inspired this segment. So congrats to Nate for creating a piece of cool content for the channel in a way, inspiring it at the very least. But yeah, I'm glad you guys are liking it, and Yorkie, I can see you saying you're liking that, you like them there. So, and obviously Tate is saying bring back Peralta's takes. So definitely going to be doing some more of those. If anyone's interested in popping some questions for those in the Discord, we do have a channel called Peralta's Takes. You can pop any kind of questions in. I can't promise they'll all be picked, and even if they are picked, they might not be in the format that you put them in that channel. I've popped many, you have. But always feel free to drop a question in there. It can be specific. It can be about a specific game. It can be about a specific genre. It can be about a specific trope in gaming. It could be about anything within reason. Obviously nothing gauche, so to speak. But yeah, so that's another little bit of content that we're putting out. And it's a fairly easy piece of content for me to make, but it's something that I think people will engage with. Yeah. I keep on saying about it, I do want to make more shorts. I want to say this while we're here. I do want to make more shorts. I really enjoy making shorts. Makes me miss my podcast from a couple of years ago. I love discussing stuff with people and like movie, film, TV, film, should I say, anything like that. So I obviously do for what it's nerd, but Peralta's Played is sort of a podcast in a way as well here. I'm almost thinking, and I don't know whether you guys are interested in this, so let me know if you guys are either in chat on Twitch right now or on YouTube. On YouTube later. Do you guys want to see at least one question from Peralta's takes answered within Peralta's Played? Would that be a cool way for this to start as well going forward? Do you want that kind of question to start? That's a potential option. Yeah, so we might do that going forward. That might be like a segment within this, because right now what we have as segments, we have games I've played, trailers I've looked at, other topics. Whereas then we could have like Peralta's takes, games I've played, games I want to play, kind of any other topics, if that makes sense. So that's something that we could look at down the line as well. We're not just doing Peralta's takes, we're going to be starting as well. There's two versions of this, but it's the same essential principle, and that is games chat think you should play. That's just people shouting at me in Discord already. Theater. That's just chat shouting at me already. Games people think I should. You've totally confused me now. We're going to be bringing another series to the channel very soon. I'm trying to work out a date to start. I can shout a game at you right now. Go ahead, Yorkie. If you say Halo, I'll cry. And that's going to be a MMO series. That's MMO. Sorry, I kind of surrounded. And what is that, Yorkie? So we're going to be starting an MMO series, and two. So we're going to have a sci-fi version and a fantasy version. We're not going to do this, run them consecutively, but basically it'll be mission log and it'll be quest log. And the two series will basically follow me going through an MMO, typically to max level, but it might be somewhat of a completionist scenario as well, where I kind of go through and unlock everything, sort of do everything, and kind of stick with an MMO for a while. I've seen you playing that. I think Peralta made shit. That's always good. That's always good in a game. So yeah, we've had a vote on the first one. It's going to be mission log, and it's going to be Star Wars: The Old Republic. And we also put a poll out for what class we're going to play first, and it was voted that it would be my old main in SWTOR Sith Warrior. So that is going to start at some point. We're going to be going through and playing the Sith Warrior storyline in Star Wars The Old Republic for you guys on YouTube as well, of course, on Twitch. So look out for that. I'm very excited about that. We'll be going through a lot of MMOs as time goes on, but obviously it's going to take a while because, you know, those are long play periods. So, yeah, keep an eye out. Low poly single player zombie survival. It's a PvE project, Zomboid X Daisy hybrid, all made by a solo dev. That sounds incredibly impressive. I'm getting sick of zombies. No, I'm like Lily over zombied me. Lily over zombied me with all these games, guys. I don't know if I want more zombies yet. And basically, Halo has zombies in it too. They're not zombies, but they're basically zombies. Played Dead by Daylight. No, I've played it before. It was one game. It was one game that took up my whole channel for a month. Essentially, look at that. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Well, that's not right. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. 8 videos. 8 videos. That's a lot. That's a lot. Anyway, that is sort of the end of this segment, really. I wanted to kind of let you guys know whether I've just spat. Do you know what? Deal with it. Sometimes people spit, okay? Sometimes, I think it was more of a glick, really. It was like a... Anyway, sorry. It happens. Deal with it. We're moving on. I wanted to show you... True, that's because we only took it a couple hours at a time. That is also true. Yes, you're right, Tater. Right. Okay. That's the end of that segment. Basically... Not so many games this month. Started a number of games complete. Really enjoyed it. Looking forward to next month. There's some new games coming out. We're going to discuss some new games now. Some of them coming out next month, and then some of them coming out a little bit later. And then we will sort of wrap up because I think we don't have many. We don't have any kind of like extra things to talk about this month, do we? I talked about already maybe doing Peralta's takes on here in the future, so I've done that. Mission Log we've talked about, finished games, God of War Ragnarok, Back 4 Blood, and Mafia the Old Country. We've talked about Halo 2, so new trailers. So first up, Pokemon Pokopia. Pokemon Pokopia. And so this is like not Harvest Moon, what's the other one? What's it called? We're going to talk about PlayStation Direct and the Tokyo Game Show. We're going to talk about a few trailers that I've kind of handpicked the trailers that I'm sort of mainly interested in. So Pokemon Pokopia, this is basically like Animal Crossing, but not, because Ananta makes me feel things. Like anger. Is it anger or is it excitement? Because do you know what? We're changing topic quick. Ananta. Because some of this that I've seen, excitement. See, I've seen they ripped off the best of everything, and I knew that's what you were going to imply. Okay, one second. Let's quickly look at this because you know what, Yorkie makes a good point with this.
Wait, it's shut down?
I don't think we're going to watch the whole thing. I'm just going to jump ahead. Wait. TMCable? Yeah, I realized. We caught it. It's fine. It's fine. I can remove it if need be. This dude's just Spider-Man swinging. Where was it? It's gone now. But then he does something for like 3 other games, right? Where are we at? Isn't this part of it or something? Yeah. Dude's just Spider-Man. Dude's just Spider-Man from Spider-Man. Like look at that. That's from another game. It's Spider-Man, GTA, Watch Dogs, Sleeping Dogs, Genshin, all in one. I mean, don't get me wrong, the graphics look somewhat interesting. And even if it was somewhat self-referential, that was fine. That'll be fine too. But I don't know. I don't know if I love just taking animation, you know, from other games. Anyway, this is 4-player co-op though. Oh. Interesting. Okay. We might watch it. We might play it just to see. We might play it just to see how much is actually copied once you actually are in the game. Oh, you can bitch slap people. I'm suddenly interested. Okay. Ananta. That's one I didn't expect to discuss today. You've too many games already, Peralta. No, I haven't. Okay? No, I haven't. There's always room for more games. Okay, right. We're going to we're going to go to the trailers that I had thought about now. Pokemon Pokopia. Okay. Now this is exciting to me. This is Animal Crossing vibes. I'm going to go and count the backlog. BRB. Shh. Don't talk about the backlog. I'm really excited about this. Nice, chill Pokemon game. Who doesn't love a Pokemon game that's chill? And also, who doesn't love Ditto? Oh, did you see that? What Palworld done though? I haven't seen what Palworld's done. What has Palworld done? In fact, you tell me while I keep watching this.
This land is just waiting to be shaped by a Ditto that looks like a human.
Pokemon farming game gets announced, so Pal Farm is now a thing. I did see that actually. Yes.
A grass-type Pokemon.
38 incomplete games. Right. Okay, Taylor, I get it. But there's always room for another 20 incomplete games, okay? Okay?
What's this? Looks like Ditto's got an idea.
I love this. The concept is great.
By learning this move, you can make grass grow. Squirtle's water gun will keep it all healthy. As nature flourishes, so do the Pokemon.
One of the best Pokemon ever, Scyther. There's no such thing as incomplete games, only future content. I do have an incomplete portion in my Discord, to be fair, but you're right. You're right. I was concerned at this point, admittedly, when I first watched the trailer, because this is a lot of Gen 1 Pokemon.
Collect rocks,
but you do get some other gens coming in a second. Yeah, still a lot of Gen 1s otherwise, but
the fields and grow delicious crops.
Yeah, some other Combi as well. So
build homes for the Pokemon you meet.
Timber.
There's so much
to
do here.
I want all the Pokemon.
No need to rush, though. Go at your own pace.
Swablu. Nicolo. Hey, look, so many others are here. Look, so many different others.
Wonderful space before you know it.
I love it. I want you guys to know I'll be playing this.
Pokemon Pokopia.
I will be playing this to death when it comes out, so just keep an eye out for that. The hilarity is we're going to change trailers swiftly in a minute, but before we do that, we're going to look at Pokemon Legends Z8. They're also putting in they've also already announced, and this is a very quick trailer, for the DLC for ZA already, and it shows some Raichu variants, so let's have a look at this quick. I actually quite like these. They're a little silly, but in a fun way. They're kind of cute. I like them. I think... see, the thing is, I like them both for different reasons. I think this one, like, the bodily design looks more unique. But I think the double tails is a little bit more silly, but also the antlers is a little... But, like, they're silly, but Everything is a dimension now. Yeah. But look, it's cool, right? I like them. They're cute. So that's that. So that's Pokemon Legends of the Year. Also interested in that. Then we have the Yoshi game that they announced. I wanted to show you guys this one as well. We're doing very Nintendo here today. It's mainly because there's not many games for the Nintendo Switch right now, the Nintendo Switch 2 right now. So seeing some new ones is always good. And we love Yoshi. Who doesn't love Yoshi, right?
One day, on the island where Yoshi and his friends live,
I say Yoshi, but I know it's Yoshi, just to clarify.
A talking book named Mr. E suddenly falls from the sky. It looks like the book has information within its pages about unusual creatures. But it can't actually see what's written down. So Yoshi jumps in to help investigate. First, let's study this flower-like creature. We found it right away. It tastes kind of sweet.
Yep, just
you
ate
can
him.
carry this creature on your back. Touch flower buds with it, and they'll bloom.
I think this is quite
As you
endearing.
wander through the book, you'll make all sorts of discoveries about the creatures you find. And those discoveries will be written down. Hey, we found some dandelions. Touch them, and they'll scatter in the air. Oh no, that creature is stuck. It seems like the dandelions can absorb nutrients. Oh, they can even cause rocks to crack. Thanks to them, we were able to break the rock. It looks like there are still lots of unusual creatures residing within the book. A page-turning adventure awaits. Yoshi and the Mysterious Book launches on Nintendo Switch 2 next spring.
What I like about this is that I feel like even though it's, you know, it's a side-scroller game still, and it's got your regular platforming kind of vibe within that, it looks quainter, chiller. It doesn't feel like you're kind of like going into like you gotta go fast type shit with Sonic or like even Mario. You know, this looks more like you're trying to problem solve as you're going rather than like attacking things and fighting things. I kind of like that concept. It's a little bit it feels a little bit different. So we like that. Now we've watched 3 Nintendo trailers, which are relatively good, acceptable for children to watch. They're really digging into the child market again. They are, and then we're kind of going to go away from the child market now. Because we're going to watch this. The Wolverine trailer. Guys, I'm so excited for this. You don't understand how excited I am for this. When I saw this, I scrumped. I was in a Discord call, I scrumped. I said, shut up, everyone shut up. There was more important things. There's more important things in life at that moment. So very excited about this. Of course, Insomniac, it's in the same universe as the Spider-Man games, and yeah, let's watch it.
Been fighting longer than I can remember.
I want to say, by the way, I'm really glad they didn't go with Steve Blum as a voice. He has had a lot of work as Wolverine. I respect him as Wolverine. I'm glad they went differently. Just because I think when you hear someone in a voice all the time, it means that character becomes basically theirs. And I think it shouldn't always be that case. There should be different people who play the same role across media and, you know, across mediums. And as well as that, it'll be really refreshing when they remake the game like they did with Spider-Man 1 and change the face and change the voice. When they do that for Steve Blum later on. That's a slight dig at Insomniac, just to clarify.
like to say I'm not a violent man. The trouble just has a way of finding me. But I'd be lying. Doesn't matter where I go. How far I run.
So, just to clarify, by the way, I'm on the last point. That wasn't a dig against Steve Bloom. I really like Steve Bloom, but I just think sometimes it's good to have another actor. Of course, here we have Omega Red. Very cool villain, actually. I'm expecting that we're going to be dealing with Weapon X, other Weapon X survivors, considering that we have lots of cyborgs here as well. So, interesting to see how that's going to play out. Yeah. Omega Red.
Death's always waiting. Just not for me.
The other exciting part of the trailer. Mystique. Who couldn't be excited for Mystique? She looks great here. I'm hoping we have a few missions as Mystique. I almost want them to already... not that they're going to, but I would love for a Mystique spin-off. I think Mystique game will be a really cool game, and if this does well, maybe that's a possibility. Who knows? But really great to see Mystique here. There'll be the MJ missions, yeah, but Mystique can actually fight.
Ain't no hero.
I like the MJ missions in 2 more than 1, to be fair.
I'm Wolverine.
If you want a Mystique game, you can play Hitman. I did play Hitman. And then, hey, Sentinels. Very exciting. Fall 2026. So we have a long way to wait. But luckily, we also have another Marvel game coming out next year. Well, we have a few coming out next year. We have Token, we have Rise of Hydra, and then this. So that alone is going to be a very stacked list of games for next year. And really, I have to be honest with you guys, that's sort of it currently. I didn't really pick anything else out from the trailers that I necessarily wanted to watch. Oh, you know why? Do you want to show? They did show another thing for the Bond game. I haven't watched any of the Bond movies, so I'm just going to say that now. I won't intend to watch them before. But Gemma Chan's in this. I'm still waiting for the Cap and Black Panther game. Yeah, The Rise of Hydra. It's coming next year. I'm very excited about that. My favorite is that someone called that Galactus Online. Yeah, they're idiots.
I'm not loving Beyond.
I've had worse.
I shook my head. I've never seen 007. It's going to happen. It's going to happen. I promise. I'm going to do it for this.
Well, what are we waiting for? Any sage advice?
Play nice.
Always.
It's going to show her in a second, right? It's going to show her in a second, right? On movie nights in Discord, that is potentially an option. Yeah. No, Peralta's weakness. Driving sections. That is also a weakness. You're correct. This is the bit that I'm interested in.
Shoot. Sorry for the mess, Bond. I wasn't expecting you quite so soon. I just need one more... Hang on. Oh, come on, you bit. Moment. There. Tactical simulation is now operational. Any questions?
Hey!
Questions.
Gemma Chan. I make you hot again. I don't know what this means, but Gemma Chan, I'm excited. You know, say what you will about Eternals. I actually really like Gemma Chan in that. She's she played what's the name? Cersei in Eternals. And also Minerva in Captain Marvel, but we don't talk about that. He was in Humans too. There you go. I don't recall this properly. She's the main character. And she used to be married to the comedian Jack Whitehall. Oh, really? I didn't know that. I actually didn't know that bit. But yeah, so obviously very excited. Oh! We forgot one. I forgot to put one on the list. This happened as well. This happened as well. I don't know what... Is this the... Is that the... Yeah. Oh, this is combat first look. We've got like a story one as well. Okay. It's a long one. I'm going to see.
You see, we're on the cusp of success here. But if we don't deal with Kiryu, that'll stall the Tojo clan's land acquisition. No doubt he'll try.
I don't want to actually watch too much of this because it's the story that I'm ahead of, but actually the combat one might just be better. Right, BRB, theater. Right, we're just going to look at the combat version because I don't want to see any spoilers. So this is Kiwami 3. And it looks stunning, actually. I need to get back into Yakuza because I'm so behind. I really wanted more using the Persona 4 remake at TGS, but they didn't give us anything. I've never played Persona, so that's one that I'm a little bit behind on, sadly. Hey, look, Hawaiian shirt. Oh, what's that? That looks cool. Oh, dude's Captain America now. Oh, I recommend starting with Persona 3 remake. If I ever get to it, I will keep that in mind, Yogi. Damn. Kiryu really is Captain America now. Look at that. Damn. February 12th. I need to get through the Yakuza series so we can be ready for this. So we've got like 2 games to get through. Well, we've already started 0, so 2.5 games to get through, sort of. Anyway, guys, we're going to leave it there for this episode of Peralta's Played. It's a little bit shorter than our usuals just because there hasn't been loads and loads to discuss this month because I haven't started loads of new games. But yeah, we're gonna kind of come back and we'll hopefully next month have a lot more to talk about. A lot of games coming out, lots of things to dissect, hopefully. And until then, I hope you guys enjoy the rest of your day. Those watching on Twitch, probably stay around, probably play something in a little bit. Those watching on YouTube, this is the end of the video, of course. So I shall see you guys shortly. Bye, guys.